What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for jumping into another video. Today, we're going to do something a little bit different. Today is a training day. I know that most of you as my subscribers are here because you want market updates and you want to know what are the best day trade stocks to get in and out of. But I will tell you that I believe very strongly that education is key to being a successful day trader. You could even say that the education piece of being a retail day trader or an investor is very important, because without understanding the candlesticks and how they operate, function, and move, and the patterns within the charts, then you're just playing blind, you're just gambling, you're just jumping in and out without having really an understanding of where you need to enter and where you need to exit. You ever looked at a stock and sort of just thought, while looking at the chart, what on earth's going on here? Okay, well, today I'm going to break down two of the most powerful technical patterns that traders use every single day. It's the cup and handle, and then its opposite twin, the inverted cup and handle. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to spot them, interpret them, and trade them with confidence. And that's my goal, is to help you trade with confidence to make money. See profit, take profit. On the screen, you're going to see this basic classic cup and handle formation. So picture a teacup. The stock price dips, okay, runs up, the stock price dips. It forms this rounded bottom right here. And then it climbs back up to the point where it's at the previous high. And then you're going to see, this being your cup, you're now going to see the handle formation. And this handle formation is basically a slight pullback, okay, or taking a little breather from this uptrend. And when you see that basic handle, this pullback, this breather, well, once it hits the turn and it heads towards this resistance line, if it doesn't reject this resistance line, it's going to the moon. And there's a good chance that this breakout, once it gets through the resistance line, is going to continue to put you through a bullish signal up. Now, I will tell you that there is some psychology behind the cup and handle. All right. You start here where you say you buy into this trade here, and now it starts to run down. Well, this word, exactly what it is, there's fear in the market when you have stock coming down. We see it all the time. And what always happens is people sell off. They're running from it. They want to get out of the stock, of the trade, because of the fear. And it's possible you take a stop loss or you get out of it. But in essence, the stock, once it's on this downflow, is going to run down until it makes this turn here, of which we have the word hope. Hope that it's going to turn. And when it does, and it creates this cup, this round bottom cup, once it gets up here, you now are in the recovery to confidence. And so now we are in a confidence stand where we're waiting for the handle so it can boom from there. So the reason why I say there's psychology is because the question always comes up, why does this happen? And think of it like trader psychology, right? The cup shows the market slowly regaining strength after this sell-off. Then the buyers are stepping back in, which is what starts pumping it and pushing it. And then the handle is like a final test, which some traders do take profit at the point where it goes to the handle, because it's going to pull back a little bit. Some are sort of unsure what's going to happen. Is it going to continue to run up after it, consolidates in the handle? But once it breaks out, it does signal this level and strength in confidence, and then nothing but momentum. So let's talk a little bit about how to trade the cup and handle. And I'm going to sort of give you a little bit of step by step. So number one, you first want to identify the cup. So you want that smooth U shape. You don't want a V shape. You want a smooth U shape. And then once you spot the handle, which you see here in a live chart, here's the handle and consolidation. And look, you can even play the candlesticks. Look at the size of that engulfing candle, which shows the upward momentum the buyer's taking over. But now it's pushing to the point here where we're getting to this resistance level. Okay, it's back to the all-time high. And once it breaks through this resistance level, okay, your target should be the depth of this cup. So we know the depth of this cup, it gets to here, it pulls back, you have some consolidation, starts to run up, it's in resistance, it breaks through resistance, and then boom, it goes. Now, the one thing I'm going to share with you is that you should always set a stop loss. Okay, as it runs up, you want to set a stop loss, and that stop loss should be somewhere below the handle. Okay, that way, when it starts to run up, if it does reject back down, then you know you're already in the profit from the point where it ran up if you have gotten into it at the bottom. And hopefully you do in a cup and handle, because this is the place to be. And so set your stop loss, and then it continues to run, and you look at this, and then obviously up here in this real trade, it starts to break back down. Now we're going to flip it around. Now we're going to look at the bearish opposite pattern. We're going to look at the inverted cup and handle. And this is the one I said that as a day trader, as someone who's investing in shares, you don't really want to see the inverted cup and handle. But if you do see the inverted cup and handle, then you stay away from it unless you want to make some money on the point where it's on the up here and you know that the turn's coming, or you can make some money on the handle itself because the handle's running back up before it breaks down. So on this inverted cup and handle, we've got the stock rising. It runs up to this rounded shape cup. It then forms this upside down U. It's drifting slightly and then upward to create this handle, okay, which you could make some money in here and get out again. And then once it gets here, of course, this just continues here, but once it gets here, potentially it's going to break down and head to this level of support right here. And if it breaks support, this is your short selling opportunity and your bear signal that it's going to keep going. Now, the last thing I wanted to do is share a little bit about some common mistakes to avoid. First thing is you've got to be super careful in understanding your charts and learning to see that rounded cup. You do not want a V, because the V is not a cup and handle. But obviously, if you look at this V, if you see a V stock like this and it's running this way, buy it, because it's going to be a great opportunity to make some money. But this is not a cup and handle, and it's not going to do the handle and continue to break. At some point, this V will drop, will turn the other direction on you. So number one, make sure that you're entering before the breakout. So in the cup and handle that we showed you in that picture, you want to make sure that you're somewhere here or somewhere here before it actually breaks out. And you want to also make sure you're not ignoring volume confirmation. I have the MACD set up on all my charts. I watch where the signal crosses the MACD line. I watch the volume bars, and I want to understand how much volume is in each candle, because volume is going to tell you when it is potentially bullish versus bearish. And lastly, make sure that you do not make the mistake of not managing your risk properly. I say it all the time. Don't trade money that you need to pay your bills, your mortgage, your car payment, your insurance payment, or buy food to feed yourself or your family. Use money that you have set aside as investing money, that if you lost it tomorrow, you wouldn't be in a financial situation of hardship. And I cannot say that or stress that enough. All right, everybody, this is the cup and handle video training. And that's how you read it. That's how you understand it and trade the cup and handle and the inverted cup and handle. But remember, these patterns are not 100% guaranteed. But when used with other indicators like the volume confirmations, your MACD, and having good risk management, they can be powerful, powerful tools for your trading arsenal. Last thing is, I wanted to show you a real life current example just this past week. And I don't know, you may be watching this video 6 months from now, a year from now, 10 years from now. But right now, this current example, August 26, 2025, this is QUBT, one of the quantum plays I love to be in. Well, on my trading view, you can see clearly there's the uptrend. Here is a little bit of a, patchy, but here is your cup. And then here is your handle. And so as of August 26th, this continued to bowl down. As of August 29th, it has not run up yet, but I'm pretty confident you're going to see a run up, because what you can see here already is the consolidation right here. And chances are, once it hits this 1409, if it rejects this level of support and goes to 1267 level of support, I'm confident, not financial advice, but I'm pretty confident that one of these two are going to push it back the other way. And then we're running to 2187 or break through to 2714, or maybe the sky's the limit. So a couple takeaways for you. Cup and handle equals a bullish continuation. The inverted cup and handle is the bearish reversal. Always confirm with volume and risk management, and wait for the breakout or the breakdown before entering into your trades. That's how you do it. That's how you read it. It's how you understand it. It's how you trade the cup and handle and the inverted cup and handle. Remember though, these patterns are not 100% guaranteed, but when used with other indicators and good risk management, they can be extremely powerful tools in your arsenal. Listen, if you found this helpful, hit that like button for me. Drop a comment. Let me know what your favorite chart pattern is. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so that you will be notified every time we upload a new video. Until next time, trade smart. Josh out. Peace.